But when you understand the science behind it, the reason that the fire doesn't burn nearly as hot as you may think it does, all the different ways that we're able to use that rapid change in temperature to build towards arousal and build towards orgasm, and you experience something like that firsthand, it really makes you stop and think about all the other things that you might have said no to in the past because it was scary or intimidating, or you might have just thought it wasn't for you. But it might have been marvelous had it been done by the right person, right? So that's basically what my style is all about. So when you walk into my space, it's an extension of me. You know, the way that I present myself, I'm very organized. I'm usually in a suit. I'm usually smelling good, manicured, all the things, right? So when you walk into my space, it's a beautiful atmosphere. Every room in my dungeon has a different smell, and it's amazing because I wanted to evoke different emotions. When you look on the walls, there's art on the walls. When you look on the ceiling, there's clouds on the ceiling with different lights that, again, are meant to evoke emotion out of you. When you walk on the floor, it's a padded floor because it makes you feel comfortable, but also it reminds you that if everything gets a little intense, you know what I'm saying, the floors are going to make sure that you stay safe. When you look,
So it's not the dungeon that I'm seeing in
no,
Hostel in my
no,
mind right
yeah,
now.
no.
Okay.
So again,
Where they're chopping
no,
people
no,
up
no,
and it's stuff.
no.
Okay, got it. Let me reset my mind.
And that's
Okay.
okay because I don't think anybody's dungeon is like my dungeon. And I'm just saying
Hmm.
that, you know, just because. I've been to a lot and I've been to amazing ones. I mean, incredible dungeons, beautiful, but my style is unique to me, just like nobody else is going to be Holly, right? So when
Hmm.
somebody walks into my space, they're like, wow, this is beautiful. I have art on the walls, again, the smells, the colors, the toys that I have hanging up on the walls, the colors that I choose to decorate all the different furniture that I have, everything is handpicked by me and curated to provide that combination of like, wow, that looks incredibly nice, but also kind of intimidating, right? So
Hmm.
and also, even my bathroom, I spent a lot of time to make sure that my bathroom was beautiful and comfortable, from having a bidet in there, art in the bathroom, honey pot wipes, candles, toys, everything, the shower, because the bathroom is one of the most important rooms in the whole entire space for a woman. You know, she has to feel comfortable. The last thing you want her to walk into is a bathroom where there's barely soap or washcloths. You come in, there's a towel, loofah, washcloth, everything
I'm
reset.
going. I'm out.
Right. My my toilet seat is
You ain't
warm.
even got no toilet paper in here. What is
Right,
this?
exactly. You know, my toilet seat is warm. I have a warm water bidet. Like there's everything to the best of my ability has been thought through to make sure that you feel like you can really kind of let your hair down in this space, but at the same time.
So
Mhm.
now, okay. Let me just ask this. All right. So now I walk in, I see clouds, I see arrows, I got the toilet paper
I
and a
got
heated
toilet
toilet
paper.
seat. Yeah. You got toilet paper and wipes. Okay. So now I come to your dungeon. I feel comfortable. I'm like, okay, I love the ambiance. I love the vibes. And then what comes
Okay,
next?
so let's go backwards because I want to be clear. Before you even get to the
Hmm.
dungeon, we've done at least an hour-long consultation where I've given you an intimacy quiz where you've answered questions and we've discussed your questions together. We discussed some of your experiences, some of your interests. I've given you an opportunity to really see me as an authority because my knowledge is pretty very, verse, and I'm able to again connect some of your results that you've gotten in this quiz to some of your experiences that you've had. So we've had that conversation, to be clear, and now you get to the actual dungeon and we're going to sit down, we're going to continue a little bit of that conversation, make sure that you feel comfortable, and then we're going to jump into what's called a negotiation. So a negotiation is a combination of a tour. For me, it's a combination of a tour of my dungeon where I'm showing you around. I'm literally pointing to almost any and everything that's located in my dungeon and giving you a brief demonstration of how I would use something. And it's going from very light to very intimidating objects, right? But by the
Mm.
time you're done with that negotiation, you are excited, you are informed, you are really looking forward to what's about to come because and you're also very surprised because the things that you thought were the scariest were the things that you're looking forward to experiencing the
I
most.
just keep seeing that thing on 50 Shades of Grey where they're sitting at the table and they have the contract and they're crossing out
Yes,
things on the
yeah,
contract. Is it similar to
no,
that?
no,
Like,
no,
no.
that's not my
Okay, that's just all bull
no,
crap
that's
from
not bull crap.
movie.
for some people that might work for them. I'm a
Okay.
practical person, so if I have a flogger hanging up, or a paddle, for those who don't know, let's just say a paddle, right? If I have a paddle, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
literally go grab the paddle off the wall, and I'm gonna say, can I give you a demonstration of how I would like to use this? And then you tell me if that was too intense, or if that is too, and
Okay. I like
you
that
know what I'm
technique.
saying? And that's
Yes,
how,
because a lot of people are visual or
yes,
kinesthetic learners.
yes,
So I need you
yeah.
to show it, touch it, feel it,
Because
hear it,
again,
see
you
it.
see a
Right.
paddle and you don't know what my style of using it is. Are you gonna cock your arm all the way
All I'm
back?
gonna see is my mama
Yeah.
beating my ass when I was.
And I'm like, no, I'm rhythmatic. I love to go to the beat of a song. I like to get lost. Again, I'm all about creating that vibration in the body. I'm not here to create that sting where it hurts you feel like you're pledging for a sorority or a fraternity, right?
Right. That's exactly what I was
No,
thinking too. I'm thinking about the
no.
fraternity people with the
Yeah.
paddles.
So,
Okay.
again, I'm giving you examples one by one, and I'm purposely showing you the intimidating things and showing you how they can feel amazing. When I get to fire play, if I may, can I give you can I show you a brief example what that looks like? One second. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make it
Hell
really
yeah.
quick.
Show me
Let
what
me
you
grab
got.
it. Let me
Okay.
grab
Okay. I'm excited. I like
it.
visuals. Yes.
So I am back. All right. All right. Let me sit down. I am back.
Okay. I got to use this on my little Instagram reel clip. Okay. Minute 53. Okay. I got to do a timestamp. Okay. I'm excited. Which,
so
oh, okay.
so this is what it looks like, right? And I'm able to put it on my
Okay.
hand, and it looks scary, right? It looks a crazy looking thing, right? But it feels
Mm-hmm.
amazing. I wish you were here to be able to see and actually feel what it feels like. The accelerant that I'm using in this canister is actually alcohol mixed with water. And when you combine those two, you
Okay.
actually bring down the temperature of the flame, allowing us to manipulate it and it to be a lot less painful, because it's not painful at all. It just feels like if you've ever had the warm storm stone massages, or
Mm-hmm.
warm oil on your body, and I'm literally able to put that everywhere on your body, and it creates a sensation where a part of you, again, that fight or flight is like, oh my god, there's fire on me, but the other part of your body is like, but
Mm-hmm.
wait a second, that feels good.
But it feels
You know what I'm
good.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
your mind is
Mm-hmm.
going back and forth between fire and wait, I like it, But guess what you're not thinking about? You're not thinking about the business. You're not thinking about,
Mm-hmm.
bills. You're not thinking about the children. You're not thinking about the household. You're not thinking about anything. You're here. You're present in this moment. And that is what
Mm-hmm.
novelty does for us, right? When something is new, when we're experiencing something new, it really grabs our attention and allows us to be present in that
Mm-hmm.
particular moment. And that's what so many people
Right.
are lacking in their relationships. Not fire play per se, but the newness,
Something
something new,
new.
right? And when I talk about me being sensual, I like to use or say that I'm playing on the word sensational or senses, right? Because I want to engage
Mm-hmm.
all of your senses. Not only are you feeling something that's amazing, you're visually seeing something that is captivating you the entire time. Even the sounds of like hearing the torch. Again, I have music playing. My playlist is fire, Holly. You would love it. A
Okay.
week from the era where we would appreciate good music, right? You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We us seasoned folks. We not bow wow 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 sexy
So
red and all
I
day.
got some
Yeah.
really good music. People, that's another thing I've been asked before. Like, are you listening to like hardcore? I'm like, no. I've got some good R&B that's flowing, and it
Mm-hmm.
flows in a way that goes a little bit more intense as it goes, but it still stays very sensual. So you got the music playing, you got the lighting that's perfect, you got the visual fire going on. You feel the sensations, everything, every one of your senses is here at this particular moment. Not to mention, and this is just one act. This is just one thing
Mm-hmm.
that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I mean by really captivating your partner with a new experience. Again, it doesn't have to be fire. That's some of the more, professional ways. And this is not even as amazing as that sounds. I could teach somebody how to do that in less than 30 minutes. Literally less than 30 minutes. And that could be something you keep for the rest of your life. But you don't need to use fire. That's not what I'm saying. There's just, like we mentioned, the coconut oil example. You can use that. You can warm that up and drip that all over your partner's body. I love to put my oil and literally an oil pourer. right? That way it pours
Mhm.
smoother than coming out of the traditional bottle, right? So now I'm able to put
Mhm.
this glass pourer in the microwave, right? And warm it up for a couple of seconds and slowly pour it all over my partner's body. Right,
Drizzle
you
it.
know, and then rub it in and then
Mhm.
really provide that sensational experience.
So what kind of, and I know I'm a nurse by
Yeah,
trade, so I know we have something called HIPAA where you can't talk about stuff,
yeah,
so I don't need the specifics, but so the clientele of people that are coming to your
yes.
dungeon, are these single women? Are these women in relationships? Or they're like how do I as a woman decide that the dungeon might be something I want? And if I am in a relationship, is this considered cheating on my
Okay,
partner?
great question again. I love your questions. So, I work with both single women and couples. So my experience or the service that I provide would be perfect for someone who is always wanted to try some kink or BDSM or learn or have some ideas added to their arsenal of things that they like to do, but just didn't know where to learn it from, didn't know where to go to remain safe,
Mm,
didn't know where to get practical examples, right? When people leave here, again, they are leaving with an empowered mindset of like, yo, I've tried a bunch of different things today, and I'm going to take, a couple of those ideas home with me and really, really hone in on them. So I work with single women, but I also work with couples. So there I have so many couple clients where literally there are two different options. The first session is always them just watching what's happening. Again, I'm going to go through the entire thing, let you know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a safe word for both the person receiving the experience, but also the person watching the experience. My safe word is usually green, yellow, red, and it means exactly what it sounds like. Green meaning go, I love what's happening right now.
mhm.
Yellow meaning slow down, pull back, check in, right? And of course, red meaning stop. And that isn't only based on intensity, right? That's a good way for me to check in. Hey, what's your color right now? Versus you trying to have to find the
Mm,
words, you just say green, just a
right.
green. How does that feel? Green, green, green. When you could say it in an empowering way,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It's very rare that I get a yellow because I take a very sensual approach. I'm always checking in and making a person feel, like they're in control of the entire experience. But the majority of it's
So are they
yes,
naked?
yes, yes,
Okay. I'm
yes.
trying to vision. Okay, so let me just rewind, Sir Marvelous. Okay, let me just because we didn't talk about the whole thing. Okay, so I am either a single woman or a
Yes.
woman in a relationship, and I am interested in some BDSM and or experimenting or whatever. I came across you. You have a dungeon
Mhm.
in New York. I'm like, oh wow, that might be interesting. I tell either my partner or I decide to
Yes.
go by myself. You and I have a whole consultation. We do a checklist. You say this is what I like and don't like. Yes, yes, yes. I see you
Mhm.
have
Yes.
flowers on the ceiling and clouds and
So
toilet
I
paper
love
and wipes, and I
you.
feel oh really safe. And then and then now that we know what's going on, I get naked and I get on some type
Yeah.
of table. You show me different things and you say, hey, this is a whip
No,
a flogger.
that
This
happened
is
prior to you getting on the table. So every
okay
single
before.
one of
Oh,
my
okay.
sessions begins with a sensual massage.
Okay, so I checked off all the things that I like that you let me
Mm,
sample and I don't. So
mm,
now I'm naked
yeah.
on this table
My
and
my
it
my table is
starts.
also a warming table. My massage table, yeah.
Okay. So I'm on the warming table, butt naked, and then what comes
The
next? You
massage.
start
No, the
touching
massage.
me? Or
So
the
it's a sensual
massage. Okay. So now you massage me,
mm,
I'm warm, whatever, whatever. So most of the women obviously at this
yes.
point are turned
Yes.
on, correct?
It's
Okay. So now I'm you know massage me, I'm whatever, I'm all hot and bothered, and now you
some of the
introduce
kinkier
the
stuff. So one of the
kinky
things
stuff.
that takes place, I
Okay.
give a fire massage. So first it starts with just warm oil, warm coconut oil, or warm shea moisture
Mhm.
massage oil, and then I transfer over to fire play. Again, I've already given them an example of what fire play looks like and feels like, and now I'm incorporating that. Then I
Mhm.
use what's called temperature play as a whole, which I'll go from the fire to now I'm using my metal floggers that again sound intimidating, looks
Mhm.
scary, but they've already seen these, and now I'm
Right.
dragging them sensually across their back. So now that's giving them the cold version of
Okay.
temperature.
And I didn't want you
No,
to give
that's
all the
fine.
details. I
I'm
was just curious
practical.
because, you know, I'm thinking, well, we in hostel. I'm thinking that it's
Please,
a
the
dungeon
people need to hear
here. Wait
this.
a minute, this don't sound
Yeah.
like a
So
dungeon.
people need
Okay,
to
go
hear it
ahead.
and understand it and be able to visualize it. And even with me saying all this,
Right.
them seeing it. So one thing I would recommend is definitely check out my Twitter page because I'm able to show some explicit examples of what I'm talking about. But yes, I'm going
Right.
back. The first thing I'm going to incorporate during the massage is called temperature play, where I add the fire, where I add the cold, and I'm going back and forth to regulate your body temperature to again increase that sensitivity. They're also feeling the firmness. I'm a pretty strong man, and I get a little aggressive
Right.
as I'm rubbing in a sensual way, which again can be very psychologically turning arousing to a woman that enjoys that. Ooh, like the way he moved my leg and put me in position.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? You're getting to feel it. Nothing
Right.
immensely sexually is happening at this particular moment. I'm teasing. I'm not touching nipples.
Mhm.
I'm not touching pussy. I'm not touching asshole, so to speak. I'm avoiding all those areas because I want
Mhm.
you to anticipate and desire my hands to touch that part of your body. Every
Mhm.
part of this massage is about
Mhm.
teasing you and making you want to feel, things get more intense. After that
Right.
long hour massage.
And I could tell you just most single women, like,
Yes.
or most women, I say single, but I'm just saying
Hmm.
most women, that is the biggest thing. And I've had
Yeah.
tons of shows like this where we're talking about stuff or whatever, but they will talk about the
Yes.
lack of foreplay. So for them, that foreplay is
Right.
like a huge,
Right.
huge
And this
thing.
this massage gives them an opportunity to get out of their head and into their bodies. So many people travel from
Mhm.
literally across the country. I have so many clients that come from California, Texas. I have some international clients. People do a lot to get here, and they're getting off planes, buses, trains,
Mhm.
Ubers, cars. And I need them to get an opportunity to really be able to settle into their body instead of thinking that they're going to walk through the door and I'm like jumping right into bend over. No, that's not realistic.
Right.
That is to,
Take
to,
your drawers
I
off.
need you to
Take your
feel
drawers off.
connected to me. One of the things, there's a
Right.
lot of science and the endorphins that are released when you have skin to skin contact with a person. That's why newborn babies, the
Mm.
best way to heal them is to hold them. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So when you feel
Right.
a person massage you and you get to feel their energy is a real thing. Holly. You can tell.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
I'm all about the energy. I need
Right.
I need before anything, I'm already
Yes.
doing your vibes. Am
Yeah.
I absorbing something? Because I work too hard on my growth journey. You're not gonna suck
Exactly.
my
So,
energy.
that gives them an opportunity to feel that genuine care and attentiveness that I show. So it's
Mhm.
more than just a massage. People underestimate the power.
So Douglas, you about to have me out here pimping. I got like I'm like all my men gonna have they gonna
Yeah.
be like, what?
So, yeah.
They already thought they was sprung.
Please.
They about to
And
be
and I'm
super
glad
sprung.
that you mentioned that. Everything that I said is not gender based. This is exactly what you could do to a man
Right.
or a woman or a non-binary.
Oh, I'm
You know what I
taking
mean?
notes.
So many men, and you
Mhm.
know this, have never received a full body massage, a full,
I
attentive,
know.
full body massage. So,
They've
oh,
never even had
come
their
on,
feet rubbed
come on,
before.
right,
And I'm like, "Who are
exactly.
you with?" Okay, because that's good for me. Because now I'm like,
So,
"Really? Now you
yeah.
about to be in love with me. I got rent paid next month. Okay."
Yes. And then, from the massage, that's when we incorporate some of the spanking. So I might be doing some light rhythmic
Mhm,
spanking with my hands on your booty. And I like to do it where it
mhm.
feels like your booty is vibrating. You feel like, oh my God, I kind of like it. It's not like that. It's more like,
Right, right,
oh,
right.
oh, oh,
Yeah,
wait, hold up,
the
wait. That
hormones.
kind of feel good, right? And it's like almost like you're sitting in a vibrating chair. And again, you have to understand that blood flow is one of the keys to
Mhm,
arousal. It's the way our body carries messages,
mhm,
medicine, endorphins. So when your body, that blood starts moving, you
mhm,
can physically move the body to move that blood and get it like awakened. That's why when people go to the gym, what do? They shake it out.
mm,
They shake the wiggles out. They wake up the body.
mhm.
It's the same
Right.
exact concept, but you can use it for arousal. You know what I'm saying? So now we're incorporating spankings.
Mm.
I'm dabbling in a little bit of dirty talk because I got a filthy mouth. But it's not always about
Mhm.
calling somebody a greedy little fucking
Um,
cum slut.
okay.
No, it
Yes,
ain't
you little
about that all the
whore. Right,
time.
I know.
Listen, it gets there when it's warranted because again, everybody varies,
Right.
right? Right.
And
But the
everybody has a
majority of
different way
my
they like
talk
to be
is
talked
about
to, I think.
affirmations. You look so beautiful. That ass is so nice. You smell so good. Oh my
Mhm,
God, you taste just as good as you
mhm.
smell. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you find what they need too, and then you
Yes.
hone in on
Yes.
that. I listen,
Right.
I be pimping too. I be pimping too. No.
uh, you know, and again, men love
Oh my
affirmations
goodness.
too. That dick is so beautiful in my hands. Oh
Mhm.
my God, look how hard you are. Oh
Mhm.
shit, look at that vein. Like,
Mhm.
all of this, or look how strong
Mhm.
your shoulders are. Oh my God, I love your back. Affirmations
Right.
affirming, like it is you are literally using magic when you use your words on a person. People don't understand the value of what we
Mhm.
hear. We understand it to some degree, but it's just so programmed in us that we kind of take it for
Mhm.
granted. Again, speaking on our generation
Mhm.
from our people, what do we do to set the mood, Holly? Come on. Hearing, hearing,
Okay,
hearing.
turn off the lights.
Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
music.
Because
Okay. Well, I'm thinking about the
you
old
turn
men.
the
They
light,
wanna turn the lights
not the
off.
Teddy
Oh my
Pendergrass.
gosh. Yeah, everybody wanna have the lights off. I'm
Yeah,
like, "Turn the lights on.
yeah.
Why is it
So,
pitch black in
music is
here?"
so important for
Mhm.
really setting the mood, because the last thing you want to hear while you're trying to get it on is an infomercial. You know what I'm saying? So we
Well, that part
understand the
too, yes.
value of what we hear during our
Mhm.
experiences, but we really need to tap in to go a little bit
Right.
deeper. Not only control what we don't hear, but we need to be intentional about what we do hear. Make sure those affirmations are there. Make sure that those
Mhm.
sound effects are there. Make sure that we are
Mhm.
really honing in on what we're experiencing, through our hearing as well. That's why so many women and men, they like that macaroni and cheese sound when people are making love, or even the ball
Yes.
slapping against the clit. Excuse me, I don't
Mhm.
mean to get too explicit, but we've all been there, right? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
Yeah.
the
We're
number
grown.
one
Y'all know
tip
what's
that
going on.
women really love to hear is a man moan. A man moan. Let that
Mhm.
energy out. Let me know you're feeling good. If it's not a moan, talk to me. Let me know where you are. Because the last thing I want you to do is be super
Mhm.
quiet during this entire experience. And now, guess
Mhm.
what? I'm in my head because I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know where you are. I don't know if you're looking at a
Right.
spot on me that looks like you don't like it. I don't know. But tell me I'm beautiful. Tell me I'm here. Tell me
Mhm.
you're here with me. Tell me I smell good. I taste good. All of these different things, and vice versa, no matter what the gender is.
I got I got a bunch of notes for
So
Marvel. I got
yeah,
oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Okay, so obviously we're gonna have to have another conversation. We're gonna have to have another show about this because now
yeah.
I'm gonna have some specific topics we're gonna talk about next time. It was a lot of information. Okay, so everyone now that wants to find you, they want to find your book, they want to get information. I know you have a class. Drop all the things that you're doing,
hmm
all the stuff that you
Okay, so
have.
you can
Go
find me
ahead.
at sirmarvelous.com. It's spelled just the way it sounds, nothing fancy. Sirmarvelous.com. Please sign up for my email list. That way you can keep up to date with everything Marvelous. As on sirmarvelous.com, you can find links to my Instagram page, my Twitter, my loyal fans, my ebook on which is 101 ways to improve your foreplay. Also, you can get access to my 6-week coaching program where you can pretty much use that 6 weeks to ask me any questions. I can give you a training process on how to incorporate kink and BDSM. We could talk about sex. We could talk about the lifestyle, swinger parties, anything that is interesting to you as it relates to sex, or even things that are interested to you that relate to just me and being and my experiences and things like that. Also, please read my
And to spell it also, it's
.com. Oh yes,
SIRMARVELOUSKINKS is
yes,
his
yes.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, because people so if
Mm,
you find his Instagram at Sir Marvelous Kinks, you can find
yes,
links to
yes.
everything else as well. Yes. Just so because some
Okay,
people
yeah,
don't know
no,
how to
no,
spell
you're right. You're
marvelous,
right.
but
I
go
like to
ahead.
make it super
Mhm.
easy. So yeah, Sir Marvelous Kinks is my Instagram, and sirmarvelous.com is my website.
Mhm.
And the best thing that you could do to treat yourself, but be careful, please have an extra pair of panties. Read my reviews. Read my reviews. I have
Okay.
well over 100 reviews on my website. I have hundreds and hundreds of clients. I have some performances on my loyal fans and on my Twitter as well. And you could take a peek into there. But I would 1,000,000% say that what beats my visual stuff on as far as videos, even though that's amazing and very, very captivating, is the psychological aspect when you read these
Mhm.
reviews. And it's not going to be because it's incredibly sexual. Don't get it twisted. You're going to see that it's more
Mhm.
about the safety, the consent, the attentiveness that they really speak about before the sexual stuff even begins. So please, if you want to understand the power of these
Okay.
experiences, read the
I
reviews on
love it.
sirmarvelous.com.
I love it, and I will have all of the stuff in the
Yes.
podcast notes as well, all of the clickable links, so be sure to log into that. So, thank you so much. I feel very educated. I'm telling you, I'm about to use all of these things that you had. I'm telling you,
Thank
I'm
you
about to
so
be out here
much.
pimping now.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Sir
much.
Marvelous. I'm about to have about 32 boyfriends. They were like, can I give you a review? Can
Yes.
I give you a review?
Okay.
Yes, I'll take
I
it.
appreciate.
So, anyway, yes, yes, yes. And thank you so much because one, I just wanted to use your platform to educate people and all
Hmm.
of that stuff, but also just for giving us the visualization and then also giving real life examples because even if they don't pursue those things
Hmm.
with you, we're trying to give them an understanding of, hey, maybe these are some things that you can do. Maybe this is a way that you can't do that. You know, sometimes people
Yes.
don't know something is a thing until they hear someone talking about it. And then if we can have inspired someone to have a conversation with your
Hmm.
partner or whatever, like we're
That's a
this,
win,
I feel like
right?
this is a successful
That's a
show. If
win.
you, yeah, if you are able to now be like,
Yes.
babe, you know what? I think
Yes.
I'm into
Yes. Yes.
asphyxiation.
Yes. And that's what we want. All right. So thank you so much for having
All
me.
right.
This
I
conversation was
love it.
definitely flow, but I also feel like